guy seems pretty determined to like want to hit us. Right now the engine won't turn off. Do we know why the engine's not turning off? Nope. You stay there, I'm being in trouble. So I thought about doing my makeup or something like that, just in case I die. Maybe I need to like have, everything ready to go. Did you miss it?
Everything's fighting me at every curve.
If I do this, I'll be your idiot. Welcome to the Sirens Log. I'm Siren, and this is Hal. Oh, and there's Bentley, our foster dog. After scouring shipyards and marinas and navigating what felt like a voyage of 1,000 clicks, we recently found a boat we could both agree on. We looked at some great boats, and we found some that were not so great. We chose a 1976 Tiana 37 that will still need a lot of work. We're motoring over 1,000 miles from Daytona Beach to Panama City, Florida, where we have all of the resources necessary to do the refit. We have to replace all of the rigging, move the chain plates, assess the original teak deck, and outfit the boat for long-term travel. It's been a masterpiece of misadventures so far. So hit that subscribe button and join us on this trip around the Sunshine State. We left Marathon in the Florida Keys with our next stop being Lois Key, an island formerly used as a commercially operated breeding colony of Asian native rhesus monkeys. Florida already has a colony of monkeys with herpes, but these guys will be lab animals, testing cures for AIDS. Charles River Laboratories is a subsidiary of Bosch and Loam, who owned both Raccoon Island and Lois Key, and sold the animals to researchers back in the 90s. But the non-native monkeys quickly destroyed the lush island, dropping feces in the water and eating the protected mangroves. By the early 2000s, the monkeys had to go.
We're here.
This guy seems pretty determined to like want to hit us, and we've turned, and now he's turned again. What is going on?
Sailing catamaran, off on board. What is your intent?
Maybe he just wasn't paying attention.
Did everything right. I was a right-of-way vessel. I held my course and speed until a collision was imminent, and then I altered the course to right. Turn right. Everybody turns right. You don't hit.
Yeah, but even after you turned, he turned again and like came at you.
I altered my speed at that point.
Yeah. You going to that ball?
That one seems like the easiest.
Yeah.
Just trying to get your nose in the wind for you. There you you go. You're back.
Did you miss it? Underwater. He said it went underwater. You got it? It is out of gear. We're good?
Good. Okay, so on this mooring ball was different than the other mooring balls we used. All the ones we used before had a long lead coming off the top of them. You picked up the lead and run your rope through, and there you go. This one's not that way. It's got a steel ring directly on chain. So I had to reach down, pull the steel ring up, pull all the chain up with it through the center of the ball, and then slide my rope through it. So it's tricky. First time I didn't do it. And then I saw what I had to do, and the second time went pretty smooth, don't you think?
Mm-hmm.
So we're moored up.
So through this entire trip, we've been really wanting to get down to the Keys. We could do some diving, and we wanted to go across to the Dry Tortugas and do a little gold hunting. We have metal detectors and some spearfishing and things like that as well. But now we have to make a decision. We've just arrived in Key West, and our weather window to shoot kind of north across the Gulf from Key West to the Marco Island or Naples area, that weather window is tomorrow. It's about a 24-hour trip, so it would be overnight, and if we leave here super early in the morning, we could actually make it. Otherwise, we're stuck here for a week. You guys know we can't sail because our rigging is shot. We proved that our rigging was shot. We put one sail out, backstay popped. We just got a new backstay while we were in Marathon. So I think what we're gonna do is Hal wants to prep the boat as if we're leaving first thing in the morning. Yeah, so that's the plan now, and then I have to go up the rig because I have to install this new backstay. I took it down while we were in Fort Lauderdale, and I'll be honest, it wasn't the easiest thing I've ever done, but I did do it. And getting the pin from the cotter pin, you know, you're up there in this really awkward way, and you can't, you know, there's things in the way in front of what you're trying to do, and you have to, like, you know, do all this, and it's not easy at all. That's the plan right now. Get the backstay on and prep for leaving tomorrow. And then we're gonna sit down and we're gonna figure out what we should do. And right now the engine won't turn off. Do we know why the engine's not turning off?
Nope. But all of a sudden the alternator wants to work like it's brand new.
The alternator's working better?
Better than it has since we put it on there. So I'm charging the batteries.
So we just let it run and then figure out?
Yeah, but do you really want to leave the boat running out here at the harbor?
No.
With us on it?
With us on it?
Without us on it.
Without us on it.
Yeah.
I mean, no, I don't.
Got to send you up to the mast to fix the backstay too.
I know.
Alright, we'll figure it out. It'll work itself out one way or another, and it'll be the best for the best.
The Beth for the best.
It'll be the best for the best.
The Beth for Beth.
I'll know a Beth, but
It's like one of his exes or
all
something.
you Beths out there.
All you Beths. Watch out, Beths.
What up? I don't know why, but it's charging super fast. Like, we stopped, it was at 13.3 volts, now it's at 13.6 volts. We've been here 10 minutes.
What percentage is our battery at?
It says 40, but shut is after where got the charger plugged in. So all I can do is get the voltage off the battery. Eventually, when it hits 14.6 volts, it's like, oh, you're fully charged. So I finally got around to testing the water maker, and it obviously wasn't pickled. So I guess we need a new water maker.
Why can't we just get new membranes? Can you just buy new membranes for it?
Maybe. I don't know.
This is, you guys know that we don't have a hanging locker because there's an AC unit in the hanging locker. So our clothes are in these cabinets here. There's some behind me as well. And it has the chain plate running through. We know the chain plates on the other side leak, and I assumed that these may leak a little bit as well. There was some damage in the bottom of it, but I wasn't sure, you know, was that old damage, was that new damage, how bad was that going to be? And, you know, we didn't pack a lot of really nice stuff because we are on a boat and things do leak, and, you know, you don't take really nice stuff on boats. Apparently when we got into some seas the other day, it did leak, and this is now really moist again, so we have more laundry to do now. Is something happening?
Yeah, I'm taking the thing off to look at the back of the butt and see if it's corroded or something.
So we still can't turn off the engine?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, so I found the problem. This solenoid right here is loose, or something's up with the socket, because when I screw around with it, it shuts off. So maybe we can give you an example. Alright, go ahead, turn it over. Press the button. I guess that fixed it. It was just loose. That solenoid kind of vibrated out.
No more for you. Bentley licked the last one. And then he got it. As punishment, I guess. I made him go sit over there. You're supposed to be over there because you're in trouble. Go over there, you're in trouble. Yeah. You stay there and be in trouble. I buy you all these fancy treats, and you want to eat my fancy treats. That's not fair. He's not thinking. So you're still thinking of leaving in the morning?
The next one's a week from Sunday, which is the 14th. And we'll never make it back. It's either leave Sunday or not, leave tomorrow or not. Now I'm trying to find out if we actually have a weather window.
So if we leave in the morning, you think we'll be home by the 19th when you have work and the 20th when I have work?
Yes, ma'am, I do.
And the other option would be to hang out for a week, do that through that weather window, get posted up in Dry Tortugas or Marquesas, do the diving and all of that we want to do, and then shoot back over and then shoot up, but then on the 20th fly out of either here or Tampa and fly home for a few days and do the work and then fly back. Put Bentley in storage and get the diving in and all that stuff that we wanted. It's not that expensive to fly, so it is an option.
Sweetheart?
Yeah.
I'm just trying to get us home before July. And everything's fighting me at every curve. It's like, if the weather lets us go, you want to stay. I mean, you want to stay in Fort Lauderdale.
No, I didn't want to stay in Fort Lauderdale.
You kept talking about how Fort Lauderdale
No.
wasn't that bad, and it was like...
I just said it wasn't that bad. I said it wasn't that bad that we got held up there. As opposed to anywhere else. We had friends there. It was a place that I was familiar with, so it was like, I kind of know where the things are, and that's an advantage, that's all. I didn't think Fort Lauderdale was a terrible place to be stuck, but I did not want to be stuck there. I mean, we did 5 days in Cape Canaveral. I didn't really want to be in Cape Canaveral for 5 days. That's why I kept saying, tell that guy, like, we're trying to leave, and you were like, oh, it's fine, just at your convenience. I'm like, he needs to know we're trying to leave.
You can't rush mechanics.
Well, I know that, but we were there for 5 days. We didn't want to be. And he's just trying to get us apart. It's not like he's trying to do a job. He's just getting us apart at his convenience. I could have gone and got that thing from him if that was an option. We had the resources there to do that.
Oh, it's 4 o'clock. We gotta go.
Okay, so Hal's sending me up the mast. He's my only safety guy in this. Last time I went up, I took the rigging down for the backstay, and now I've got to go put the new one on, and we don't have a second guy on deck, which makes me a little bit nervous. I thought about doing my makeup or something like that, just in case I die. Maybe I need to like have, you know, everything ready to go. But we're just gonna do it. We're just gonna do it, all right? I'll be honest, I don't mind going up, but it is uncomfortable. Like last time he wound me up way too fast, and I was like caught like under the stays and under the spreaders and everything. So hopefully I can just move a little slower so I have time to navigate, because you have to move kind of around the mast as you go up. It's tricky. So Hal, you about ready for me?
Yeah, I just need a bosun's chair.
Oh yeah, it's in here. I'm okay, Bentley. Thank you for checking on me.
This is your safety. I'm gonna take it. Tie it off.
Okay.
She was about right there.
All right.
Tighten everything up.
Ow, my finger. Okay, Bentley.
Sweetheart.
Yeah?
Before you get too high, we're going to do this in reverse on the way back. But you're going to pull about a foot or two of line down on the big rope.
Yeah?
I'm going to tie it off, and then I'm going to belay you down with the blue rope, okay? So it's the same thing. If something happens, the rope jumps off, you can only go as far as this rope is, okay?
Okay, whoa!
Alright, I'm sending you your tow bag.
Stuck. Oh, there we go. It's just rocky enough to be a little annoying, and the wind is also annoying. Ugh. Okay.
Right where you want 'em?
Yeah. Okay, there's mine. Got it. Now he's gonna send me the backstay, which goes in here, and then that bolt, that cotter pin, goes in there.
I'm gonna need the hose and the tool bucket.
Okay. He needs the halyard for the tool bucket, which means I've got to give him this. I wonder if I could clip it to that. Alright, ingenuity, right? Alright. Okay. Don't drop the bucket. There we go. Alright, I'm gonna pull it down. It's got to be hung on something down there. It's real hard to pull. Are you sure it's not hung? Damn. Oh. Shit. Let me know when it's there. Okay. Pull it up, it says. Alright. Alright, so I'm pulling up the backstay. And if I drop it, it's a problem. Big problem. I doubt very seriously if there's any way to keep it attached to this halyard while I try to get it in there. Oh god, here it is. Alright. Yeah! If I do this, I'll be a fucking mess. Also, nothing can fall out of this tool bag that's balanced on my leg. That's another thing. Let's put them right there. Let's put these right there. Okay. Let's put it down. Okay. This is gonna have to go. I don't come around. I'm gonna have to hand this to myself on the other side. Alright, here we go. Oh. Alright. Pin. This in my mouth. Once I put it in, I can't fucking drop it. The thumb cannot move. This is the hard part. I gotta grab that somehow. Oh my god, it just spins, of course. I've gotta use the thumb. Ah. I don't know if I could stick a tiny screwdriver in there. It sucks to even think about reaching for a different tool. Hold it while holding that. I can't actually see. Ah, damn. All right. Now, see that? That's how it's supposed to look. Oh. It may never look like the other one. I can damn sure make it look like it won't come out. It's really like there's no room for my arms, so I can't get like backwards, you know? There's like no way to get leverage. Can I just make it better now? Make it harder for whoever takes it down? Hopefully not me. I don't ever want this to come down. I don't think that can come out of there. I wonder if it should be turned the other direction. Like, should this be on top now? I don't actually know. I'm just gonna leave it like that. That way the weight's kind of hitting that way and not on either one, I guess. All right. I think it's there. I think we're fine. I think that's fine. I mean, maybe it could be better later, but yeah, with a bum hand, oh, I think it's fine. Ron, Stan, you holding up? This is crucial. Crucial. Okay, up. Okay. I didn't.
But I'm sure you'll get happy.
That was.
That's right.
It hurts.
Well, it had to be done. Go back there, unhook the main halyard,
Uh huh.
and
It's got to go around. It's got to go around the boom.
That's all.
There's nothing I could do about that.
It wasn't. I just made sure you did it in a way we could retain it.
Yeah.
You remember that broken halyard that was inside the mast, or that mystery halyard?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
that went to the jib, and it broke.
Oh.
So now it's in the mast.
Oh, is that why everything's so hard to pull?
Well, that's a very good guess, very possible.
Because it's like hell. Getting that bag back down to you is like a lot of strength. It's hard.
You see how slow the jib looks on the bottom?
Yeah.
It's because nothing's holding it up.
All right.